going into this next game to try and not let things get a little bit too far ahead from them. Let's actually go, right into those picks and bans. SK will be the first pick selection here. Is there anything in particular that you want to see different from Mouse this time?
Even though Mercury for Faeles had a pretty good early start, I don't think that was the biggest issue for them.
I agree.
I think that that BigManTingz was a little bit too far forward, and that's why we saw that early kill. Or FrostiaK was a little bit too far forward. So I think they need to adjust their game plan and their rotations. Make sure you're holding hand in hand, especially at level 2. Habo does a lot of damage, but not by himself when he's not protected. So just make sure you cater to your vulnerabilities.
Let's see if they can make that work for him here in this case. Freya and Naja banned away. Athena and Baron Samdi banned away by Mouse. These are still some strong picks available. Remember, Pele was banned away, I believe, for the first time we saw, so she could be someone that might make her way through. But Cherryo selected for SK.
SK Gaming are the ones going to pilot it. I'm not sure if Lawbster is a big fan of this guy. I know he plays on her from time to time in the mid lane. Not going to see it probably here today. Sarkett, though, the opposite reaction. It's something that we could probably see a lot of momentum here out of Mousesports' jungler.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Amaterasu going to come through as well. This has been really kind of rising up in the ranks over these last few weeks, steadily becoming more and more prevalent to now being one of the top pick supports. If there's not an Athena available, you got to grab Ama.
I think outside of Amaterasu, the best warrior for late game teamfights has got to be Guan Yu, and we might even see that later down in the lane meta. So when you're thinking teamfights, as a warrior, I'm thinking Amaterasu, I'm thinking Guan Yu. If I'm thinking like mobility, I'm thinking Giannis even in the mid lane. So this is why Amaterasu has started to gain some popularity.
Well, Agni and Terra are going to come through from SK, and I think, hey, why not, right? I mean, Lawbster looked great on it. Why not go back to that one again? The Terra going to come through as well. I wonder if that one's going to be a solo again, if they're going to throw this one over to the support role this time. We'll have to see as Ardio comes through. Maybe a little bit early for Ardio. Was she going to get banned here?
Probably, if they didn't select it right away, because the cripple is the way to counter the Terra. Okay, normally, when Ganesh was first introduced, that's the way you stop the Terra. In general, being able to dash through the monolith, or at least the secondary monolith. Well, Ardio does the same thing, except just a little bit easier.
And it feels like it lasts longer as well. That cripple field's down forever. It can feel like during a team fight when you're just trying to get your escape off. So hopefully that'll be, if you're a Mouse fan, that'll be a nice annoying factor on their side as Jingwei comes through to add even a little bit more safety to the team.
Jingwei is always going to be safe at the end of the day, and considering how Dardez was aggressive in the last game on the Cupid, a little surprised that he's playing a little bit more passive on the Jingwei. Maybe he wants to show off a little bit more of his late game prowess.
That could be the case if he likes to go crit. And there it is, last pick selection coming in for SK, the Pele paired with the Sobek, and it will be in the jungle for them too, as Mercury was banned away.
Mercury not going to be taken this time around, but Discordia is going to be the selection for BigManTingz. To remember how powerful he is with this goddess.
Yes.
And the passive, so important to get that early game damage online for whoever is going to be that top player damage.
Yeah, it might even be Amaterasu very early on, even in the support role, or maybe even the Ardio. One of them, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up snagging it. But who do you think is going to win this game? Let us know in the Mixer poll. Can SK grab their first set victory in who knows how long, or are Mouse going to shut them down and force this into a Game 3? We have a chance to find out right here, right now. Tully and Pele could be the one that gets it done.
It's possible, but if I'm looking at SK, if SK were to win this game, I think it's on the back of Lawbster and Ducky's Terra again, not necessarily the Pele.
We'll see which one ends up having the bigger impact. I think betting on Lawbster is a good call, but Mouse certainly could win this one. Let's get it over to the casters, though. SK versus Mouse. Let's see the action.
Thanks a lot, John. Thanks a lot, Toli. Great job there on the desk breaking it down, and I'm with you guys. This I've never seen that.
Funball, you good, dog?
Yeah. How are you? All right,
yeah,
Chief?
that's a special emote for that Cherryo skin. I do it all the time because I think it freaks people out.
Well, it doesn't freak Cherryo out. He went up and punched him in the face.
Yeah, look at that. He already lost a third of his HP for it.
HalfDevil actually going to be aggressive as well. SK Gaming have to feel some kind of way. Rare is it that they found a game win this year at all. And sure, I know they're the butt of a lot of our jokes, but I'm not joking. I think this is pretty big for them to feel themselves get a win. And you can talk about Mousesports kind of restructuring and all that, but I mean, SK Gaming certainly had to win that game on their own.
They did, and they did it well. And now they put themselves in a position where they can get a set victory here. Now, I do think that Mousesports' composition is a lot better for them this time around. I mean, I literally asked for them to put BigManTingz back on the Discordia. This was the pick that he was playing at the very beginning of his transition towards the mid lane and played very well. So I already am looking at this Mousesports composition a lot more favorably, but still, I think SK played well enough, especially Lawbster on this Agni pickup, that I think there's real potential that SK is not only to be able to find a set win, but a 2-0.
I mean, as you said, Lobny is one of the oldest player god combos around. And you know, I think even in the Season 5, Funballer and HalfDevil trying to escape the damage from Mousesports' dual lane. Even here in Season 5, where SK and as an extension, Lawbster has not found much success, I think Polar Bear Mike did one of those for fun tier lists with all the players in their guys, and Lawbster was still on Agni.
Yeah.
Despite not winning a damn game. The respect level is out there for a reason, folks. And so, you know, Lawbster doing what he did in game number 1. It's not a surprise that it's possible they can do it again. So I love to see SK go right on back to it.
The dude's a beast on this god, and has been forever, and probably always will be. But as you mentioned, SK, the entirety of the team has been a little bit lackluster so far in Season 5, to say the least.
Well, one of my biggest points was Faeles, and he stepped it up lately.
He's been playing better, but it really isn't. Faeles has not been the only problem or the only solution.
You have not been. I have been very hard on Danny over here. I have been pointing to him as perhaps not the sole culprit because it's a team game, but I've been pointing at Faeles as one of the bigger reasons why SK hasn't been successful.
I think that the reasons they haven't been successful are often too many to count, unfortunately, for the SK fans. HalfDevil is able to seal away the purple buff, and Funball's in a bit of a weird spot here in between, but Dardez ends up escaping and therefore letting Funball out of the sandwich. HalfDevil was coming in to support, so probably a pretty good call.
HalfDevil full HP here. This time playing the Terra. Ducky over there on the Sobek. Ducky also had a strong game, number 1. Another player who has been rather quiet for SK.
I'm shocked that HalfDevil just doesn't attack Dardez. He dashes out of the route from Funball, and HalfDevil has a route ready and waiting, and did not use it. That time it gets Dardez's beads. Wonder if he had just a second left on those on that dash and was very concerned, or maybe just panic beads a little bit there. But
Column A, column B.
HalfDevil had a despite SK winning last game, did not have a performance that you want to write home about, I would say.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he's able to turn it around here in game 2. Too many missed Athena taunts in odd positions that SK, it clearly didn't cost them too much, but didn't make it any easier.
I like how, well, I sort of liked it. I like how Mousesports were goading SK to play up in the lane when they had their teammates in their jungle looking for the flank. But Mouse never got on the phone. They never said we are, like, Mouse lost lane pressure almost intentionally, it looked like, to set up for the gank. I watched the minimap more than I watched the actual game when I'm commentating, folks. And so I'm looking at this, and I see very clearly the 1 + 1 is 2, and Mouse just never executed. That seems like a missed opportunity, to put it at the least, and a concerning lack of communication to push it to the limit.
Well, FrostiaK does now have his boots. He can make the rotation over there a lot more easily, and speed buff was coming up at that time and doesn't want to get invaded, particularly by such a high clear, high efficiency jungler as Faeles.
Sure.
So I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, I think now FrostiaK's gank potential is much, much better.
Okay.
He's still got plenty of burst if he needs to in the mid lane.
Well, Lawbster going to be the target and the first blood. Nice damage coming off the ultimate, of course, providing the dot damage. But as long as that was, you know, like I said, it was concerning at the very least. But Mouse getting off to a good start. FrostiaK, the new jungler. Previously coach, apparently. He had been whispers. I say apparently. I just inject that word because it was a lesser-known fact about this team. Mouse had FrostiaK with the unpronounceable last name in their coach slot for a while, and now moving over to the jungle position once Spudio was shown the door.
You think he was the mastermind behind the on-her Uller lanes?
Oh, yes. Mousesports now on the retreat as Faeles trying to make this one happen. Misses the dash. Cherryo not going to be hit either. Oof. Bad luck.
Thing about Pele, man, I mean, that Volcanic Thunder does an absurd amount of damage, which, speaking of, Lawbster might just be dead. Tries to stick around. Nice knock-up by Faeles, and he's trying to finish off FrostiaK. Gets the Magma spray going.
Funball's here.
Still can't make it.
Rotation from the long lane with the Global Hunter. Cherryo in trouble. Tail Whip going to be a good look, but the dash from Funball not on the mark. HalfDevil takes care of Cherryo with the burst damage on the ultimate. HalfDevil could have let Nika go.
As I was saying, that Volcanic Lightning is a super good ultimate, but it's not easy to land.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed with the way that Scream in week 1 of Pele's viability, or accessibility, I guess I should say, was able to really show his prowess with that god very quickly. It's clear that he'd been working on the timings, had really found the right groove on when you use the ultimate in conjunction with the knock-up to guarantee the ultimate to hit. There, Faeles tried to do the same, just fell a bit short.
Damage coming out from Lawbster. Here's nice blink forward from Frost. Oh, HalfDevil. He's going to not die, really?
No way.
Wow.
That shell, man, I cannot believe he lived right there. That I thought he was dead for sure.
I would have put all my gems on the line. I have like 900 right now. I would have put all of them down.
Hey, Tom, you want to bet 900 gems on something?
Yes.
All right, what do you want to bet on?
I don't know.
I'll bet you that little funny helmet that HalfDevil has in his inventory is going to turn into a Lotus Crown. 900 gems on the line.
I mean, I would bet the same thing too.
Okay. I'll bet you that. Ooh, I'll bet you. Which Soul Laner is going to hit level 10 first?
Tole!
No, he can't help you here. That's cheating.
I would say Ducky.
All right, I'll take that bet.
All right.
No, wait, Nika's teleport is down.
Yep, that's why I picked Ducky.
Do it.
That's why I picked Ducky.
FrostiaK, why didn't you gank? Oh, he's not hitting level 10 off that wave.
No, I don't know.
There's no way.
No,
There's no way. Yes. Yeah, Nika's going to hit 10 off that wave for
let's
sure.
see Nika.
Get in there, Nika. No, he missed 2 melees.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to.
What?
But Ducky's back in. Okay. No, we're still good. We're still good, dude. Nika's got this in the bag.
Ducky got the TP.
Oh, no, Ducky is TP.
Oh, left side, Cherryo. He's not hitting level 10 because Lawbster going to cut him down.
Okay, take us back to solo. Take us back to solo. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh,
That's
no.
900 gems for the boy.
All right, fine. How about this?
Double or nothing?
Yeah.
I'm already in.
All right.
Wait, you only have 900 gems though. Can you get an advance from Hindu Man on next week's gem payment?
Let me call Stealth real quick.
All right, cool.
I'll figure it out. Dardez gonna need 900 gems, but he escapes there easily. Mixer chat. You got to give us a bet. You got to give us a bet.
Just putting it on chat, huh?
It's less putting it on chat and more asking my friends out there in Mixerland for their involvement. I'm trying to involve everybody in community-driven esports. Steel Shot Media.
That is what we're known for.
Community-driven esports.
That's like kind of our big thing, you know? That's a good call by you. I'm kind of about it. Great work, Tom. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, man. Really try hard. 10 minutes in. I like to hit those 10-minute marks and stuff like that.
Did you hear Finch and Tully earlier hit 30, or Finch and Taco hit 33-33?
Oh, I'm jealous. 10-10.
Almost there.
First gold what?
First gold or Fire Giant
Okay.
is what. All right, who do you? Since you're.
This is wonderful because it's 3-3.
Yeah, perfect.
27,000 gold to each other. I think it's a complete tie game. I'm gonna say the first Gold Fury goes. Oh man, HalfDevil, you suck. SK Gaming, I think. SK Gaming takes the first Gold Fury.
All right, I'll take Mouse.
All right.
I'll take Mouse on that. Double or nothing.
I'm not sure if I can trust HalfDevil.
What do you mean? He's going to do a great job.
I don't know.
He built the Lotus Crown like I said he would, so he's doing a good job.
I mean, I knew he would build the Lotus Crown.
See, he's trustworthy.
I love you, HalfDevil. I really do, by the way.
HalfDevil pretty good man.
List of players that probably won't make it to the Worlds that I want to see. HalfDevil's on that list.
Oh, Faeles trying to get it going, but he's going to eat the apple. Good damage coming back from BigManTingz. Shell there just to make sure that Lawbster doesn't fall to that last breath poison coming from FrostiaK. Big fight there in the mid, and it got 2 relics out from Lawbster and HalfDevil respectively on SK, where it really only cost a couple ultimates for Mousesports and a blink from FrostiaK.
Cherryo again, though, just barely alive. Really respected.
I did not foresee this.
Cherryo's been playing well on this Ama so far, man. He's really been able to identify that option as that aggressive, but you can't be too aggressive on the Ama support sort of idea.
Who did you say would take the first Gold Fury?
I said that would be Mousesports.
Mouse. And I said SK?
You did.
All right.
You writing this down, huh?
Yeah.
I heard
First
chat
gold.
also suggested who will be the 10th kill in total. So that's 4 kills from now who will be the person that falls.
Person or team? I mean, person is tough.
I say person. It really adds to it.
All right. Person. If you get the team right, you get half of it. And if you get the...
That's how is that going to work if you and I are paying each other gems? That's
I
not
mean,
gonna work.
we total it all at the end. SK Gaming going for the first
No.
Gold Fury of the
Mouse.
match. 25%,
Wake up.
10%. Give me that money. SK Gaming take the Gold Fury.
And SK gets away, and I lose my 900 gems that I had just earned. All right, we're going back to it now. Now we're even. So we gotta make it happen.
That's true.
All right, for the 10th kill, I think it will be...
We're only up to 6. Who says we're getting 10? You've seen these European matches.
I have, and I still think we'll get it. I will say Faeles.
That's... HalfDevil running away. All right, I'll say HalfDevil. Oh, FrostiaK!
That was sick, but FrostiaK might be the one to fall.
will.
Apple does not spread. Good choice by Faeles and Lawbster to split up. Faeles still pushing forward, trying to make use of that Pele passive. FrostiaK, no good deed, goes unpunished. That was a sick play to catch the dash, but it put him underneath the tower.
Listen, I used to skateboard. Like, I used to skateboard, and some of my friends were very, very good, you know, sponsored and all that. And we used to, you know, film and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and
your friend Tony?
Yeah, Mr. Hawk.
Yeah.
And what would happen was stairs were a big deal. I street skated. And so you would, like, you know, jump down 10 stairs or so.
Sure.
And a lot of times you would, like, all right, I'm going to K-flip the 6th stair, and you bail. But you take the picture midair, right? That's what I'm doing for FrostiaK there. I am filming that right before he dies. Because that was one of the cooler looking plays I've seen in Smite.
It was cool.
It just sucks that he died after the fact.
Yeah.
But we can pretend that he didn't, and we'll see if he gets on the cover of CCS.
But your friend Bob, you know, Mr. Burnquist,
easily.
He didn't have to worry about that.
Nah. I mean,
I am now out of skateboarders, by the way.
Chad Muska.
Was he in the original Tony Hawk Pro Skaters?
Yeah, he had the do-rag in the...
Oh, okay, yeah, he was cool. Yeah, all right.
I think Melissa Steamer was in the first Tony Hawk as well, right?
Okay.
Rune Glifberg, he was a vert skater, but he was in the first Tony Hawk.
That sounds familiar. Or maybe I'm just thinking of listening to the like all the Goldberg songs on that soundtrack.
Goldberg? You mean Goldfinger?
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Oh my God, Goldberg was the wrestler, and I don't like wrestling.
He was the wrestler.
Oh my goodness.
Man, that was just like one. You know how like Taco did the Stone Cold Steve Harvey thing? That was like a quarter of that.
No, that was, oh my goodness.
That was nowhere near as bad as
Goldfinger.
Stone Cold Steve Harvey.
You know, Mr. Feldman went on to produce every single pop punk song and band you know. John Feldman, the lead singer of that band. Goldfinger was important. They also did the 99 Red Balloons cover.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a great one. They did,
like
did
that cover.
Superman, which everyone knows.
Yep, great song.
Everybody knows it.
Yep. That's a great song.
Stomping Ground was their follow-up record that not many people listened to, but I still enjoyed it.
I did not listen to it.
It had Godzilla on the cover.
Was it on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2?
No.
Then I didn't listen to it.
What's my pick for the 10th kill? HalfDevil.
Okay, so both of us have someone from SK falling for the for that 10th kill.
For he who gets killed.
Yeah, for the one who gets killed, right?
Yeah.
And that is 3 away, by the way.
You said Faeles.
I said Faeles.
See, I picked HalfDevil because he's a support player who's likely to put himself in harm's way.
I
Whereas
picked Faeles because he's a jungler who's likely to put himself in harm's way.
See, mine was just a description of the position. Yours was spicy.
A description of the position?
The positioning, perhaps. Faeles, please keep watching my show.
He is level 15, though, and he's gotten himself off to a good lead. This is what you expect out of Pele. She's very, very good at farming the map quickly just because her clear is pretty low cooldowns. She can use that Pyroclast very easily because she has 2 charges of it, so you can easily use it on one camp, walk over to the next one, use it on the second one, and then you've cleared both without really putting anything on cooldown. And, of course, that Magma Rush gets her in between camps particularly quickly. You can use that as part of your clear speed as well. Pele really kind of known as that power farmer, and it's just the ability to move around this quickly.
And, I mean, you saw her kill the camp right there. I was actually going to bring up that your pick for 10th Death might not be great because he's building into that Soul Reaver, the Soul Eater, almost finished with it. But really big shout-outs to BigManTingz understanding the world of the game that we're in. HalfDevil's ultimate usually isn't itemized against. Players usually don't build anti-heal versus just the Terra. But I think the Terra, combined with the lifesteal ability and the Soul Eater build coming out from Faeles, was enough to put BMT into Divine Ruin territory.
Lob falls. That's kill number 8, but FrostiaK seems like he might get away and avoid being our 9th victim. Faeles thinking about getting involved, but not quite yet.
Playing it safe.
Funball did use that Living Nightmare just to try and deter it, but Lawbster, after going, what, 5-0-11 in the last one? This time around, 2-3 has been a dedicated effort from Mousesports to shut him down, and it's been not only successful, but the right call, because Mouse is looking in a much better spot.
Mouse going for the second Gold Fury of the game. 75% on the objective already. Looking to leash, perhaps, and they will. Funball knocked up. There's the dash forward from Cherryo, looking for the silence. Nika running backwards and going back to the Gold Fury. Half HP on the objective, and this one looks like it is going to be Mousesports, but here comes Faeles.
Oh, Faeles wants it. Blink forward. Mouse do get the Gold Fury, but Faeles will be kill number 9.
HalfDevil on the run. Mousesports trying to catch up.
Yeah, let him go. Not worth your time, Mouse. Just you already got the objective.
I really thought they were going to collapse on him. Nice stun coming out from Lawbster to separate himself from the rest of the team. Ducky being chased up. Lawbster safe under the tower. HalfDevil zigzag on the stun again from the mid lane mage. Lawbster in trouble. Ducky under the tower. Misses the pluck. Ducky gives himself away. Dardez with the kill.
Dog,
that was unnecessary.
What? I mean, you're out.
Not even because we're having fun with our bets thing. No. That was just a misplay.
What's the point, man? I mean, you pluck Dardez there, you get killed, and then there's no one in the area code to actually hit Dardez after that. I don't know what that was. Ducky, man. That was bad.
And again, like, we're having fun here on the broadcast, but I separate that whole conversation. Ducky just makes an egregious mistake where SK are behind the 8 ball, 5,000 gold down. That was a chance for...
If either of us had said Ducky, Cooper would have had to open an investigation to see if that is why he made that decision.
Yes!
Like, it was that weird.
I was really close to saying Ducky, too.
You should be thankful that you didn't. Cooper would have pried your life open.
Vinny's walking past right now. Like,
yeah, giving you the stink eye.
Vinny would never do that.
He totally would. If he thought something fishy was going on.
Vinny can't. Come here, Vinny. We're gonna see.
Are you really calling Vinny in right now?
Vinny, so we're talking on the broadcast. Would you ever give me the stink eye, Vinny? See, that's admin Vinny. Great job today, by the way.
All right, but Vinny, what if like you wanted to? You know, what if Tom did something that? Depends on what he did. See, there's a possibility.
What would I have to do to get you to?
This is a bad bit, by the way, Tom. This is a bad bit. Thanks, Vinny.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny, head admin for SmiteVOD. Finch right now giving us a look.
He's giving you the stink eye.
He's giving you the stink eye.
Not me.
Cherryo right now. Well, going to trade out spots with FrostiaK. Kind of like how that one worked. Cherryo, though, being isolated here by the rest of SK Gaming. Oh, no, trouble. Who's got the apple? It's Ducky. BigManTingz with the kill one more time. Mousesports switch up their mid lane choice. And what a surprise. BigManTingz crushing it. Not done yet. FrostiaK looking for HalfDevil, and HalfDevil getting knocked up, knocked down. FrostiaK the jungler, and Nika with a good play this time around. Two-man stun, sets up Lawbster to die. Faeles does answer back, but it's too little, too late. Dardez gets kill number 10. And you know what? I would bet that Mousesports get the next Fire Giant.
Oh, yeah? Would you? I think I would also choose Mousesports. They look like they are in a good spot to do so. Great fight from them. Nika's able to really create a solid zone, but it starts off because Ducky is just way too isolated on that right-hand side. He gets blown up before anyone from SK can really make an impact in that fight. And it's really this mobility from Mousesports that's giving SK problems. I mean, SK's got dashes, sure. You know, every character's got some sort of lateral movement ability on SK. But Mouse has Circuit, who can get up and over the wall. They've got that ability from Jingwei to really get going as far as the lateral dash goes, plus airstrike to get up and over walls. Cherryo's got the movement speed aura. A lot of teams, if SK's able to get down towards their speed buff, they're scot-free. They've gotten out of there. But against the mobility that Mousesports has, you're never going to be able to disengage cleanly. And so that's why getting off to a good start in the engagement is absolutely critical against this composition from Mouse, and that was anything but from SK.
22.5 in, 15 kills in total. Mouse have 2/3 of them. So Bomb King coming up.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
2/3. You ever see Bomb King? Biz King? He's a good guy from the realm.
Yeah. That's what I've heard about him.
Mousesports in the driver's seat here. I wish we had something better to ask Vinny. That was like a really fun bringing Vinny in here, but I had nothing to say to him at all.
You know, I love me some Vinny, but I can't really imagine a scenario where we need to ask him a question on broadcast.
I disagree. If we have a substitute, I want to talk to him about the intricacies of teams subbing in their player. Maybe if there's a competitive ruling. Maybe I want to talk to him about a competitive ruling that we've seen in the past.
Sure, that'd be great content for a desk segment, maybe Esports Weekly.
But I mean, if it's like a slow portion here, and let's say Faeles gets banned mid-game, right?
I don't think that would happen.
Let's just say it happens. He's banned game number 1, and then game number 2, we see somebody terrible like Get Fisher play in the jungle. I call Vinny over and I go, all right, so let's talk about this competitive ruling. How did what happened? And then Vinny goes, well, I was sitting on Facebook fighting with somebody, and then I decided that Faeles need to be banned. Mousesports. Cherryo stun. Ducky finally with some good positioning here.
A lot of ultimates down now from SK. Two pretty big team fight ones from their frontline and Guardians, and that'll make it harder for them to be that frontline presence. On the other side, though, for Mouse, only losing Cherryo's ultimate, not a big deal. Dazzling offensive in the mid to late game is often just a relic burner.
Oh, Nika.
Nika get right in there, blink stun, forces Lob back.
Trouble for Ducky again, has the apple on
Here
him,
you go,
spreads it
Funball.
to his teammate.
Nice.
Oh, come on, Ducky.
That was nice by Funball, though. To go into the wall, loses the apple effect right away. Into darkness is an insane ability. It will stop you from getting Ares pulled. I mean, Neath ultimate. I mean, anything will get off of you whenever you get into that wall. So Funball making good use of that time around.
Something that we've talked about before was the while this character was being made, one of the ideas was for Into Darkness to be able to be used multiple times.
Yeah, I believe I'll put him on blast because he doesn't hear. I believe that was Hindu Man.
Yeah, the same guy that invented Scotty Ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
thought the design team were the real evil villains here, chat. You have no idea.
You go into a wall and then go into another wall.
Ping pong, yeah.
And go into a third wall.
Yeah, what if he could just like bounce his way up the whole jungle?
Oh.
As long as you hit another wall, it's free.
That'd be oof.
Imagine you like chasing someone, and it's got pretty good scaling. It's got like 70% scaling on that dash, something like that. You just chase someone and just hit them every time.
You just hit them real quick.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be insane.
That would be pretty nutty.
You max the dash on Cherryo. That'd be sick.
I'd be about it.
Then no one would actually yell at Sino for playing him jungle. His clear would be so good.
It is what
if
I
it was
do find
free
funny.
and you just on a buff camp.
He's doing a physical visual bit. For the listeners
sorry.
at home.
I know how this works now. You guys can't see me. If you just go back and forth real fast on a camp by dashing and it's free, then yeah, you'd like insta clear everything.
What I do find funny is that Sino has repeatedly played Arlong Shen so much that people were pleading him to play a new character, and so he played Cherryo jungle.
Sino is, and I mean this in a nice way, just the worst, isn't he? I mean, you're totally right. Everyone, and I love like when he streams, it's like expanding God pool, LOL not.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of
No,
stuff.
I mean, Sino, what I love about Sino is that he leans into it.
Yeah.
He's part of the joke, right? You gotta jump into it. Sino and that team, honestly, has been very interesting, that trifecta squad. I have enjoyed watching them do their thing.
Yeah, Splice has looked great so far.
Oh, did I call them trifecta?
You totally did.
My mistake.
I mean, I wasn't gonna call it out. That is always the subtle correction on the broadcast. Like you say something, you're like, yes, the sky looks, it's a beautiful green today, and I go, you know what? You won't see many more perfect blues in the sky today.
Well, at the same time, I have to be like, I mean the second place squad. Like, I'm not stuck in yesteryear. Because he was in trifecta colors once upon a time.
That is true. That is true. There's I'm there with you now.
But then their roster got all shook up.
I get it.
Thanks, man.
Do you want to explain it to the viewers at home?
The guy in charge, I don't know, CEO, owner. Yeah, the bald one. His name is Shook. And I like to meme him a lot.
Boss man.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if he's a boss.
You know, I've been using, I'll see you and be like, "What's up, King?" Like, I've been into that now.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Well,
I have to tell you that's weird.
Really?
I
really
saw
like
you called a couple of dudes that, and I thought it was weird.
No, I kind of like it, but
you haven't called me King yet, by the way.
I almost certainly have. If I haven't, my bad, King. But I think that
like it.
going boss, that's a big one.
That, bro,
I immediately ascend to 45-year-old accountant, but cool accountant.
I have been saying, like, boss to those that I don't know well in a place of business. Like, thanks, boss.
That's big place.
Good job, boss. That's like
A little
my
pro
go-to.
tip for you here on the SPL cast.
Mousesports in the driver's seat, up 20,000 gold. Sieging the left side, what could be inevitably bringing us to the third game. Their dominance here in game number 2 is just yet to be finalized. As HalfDevil, likely to die here, gets hit by the ultimate from the Circuit. Funball in trouble on the left-hand side. Dardez finishes one. FrostiaK finishes off the other. Lawbster on the run, and Dardez puts him in a bottle. And Mousesports right now have the upper hand.
Left side Phoenix will finally go down. Dardez a little bit more focus on the kills and the objective, but that's part of the transition from frontline diver to backline objective man. You gotta actually do the objective. Like right now, the objective is on the
Phoenix,
right.
The
It's
Phoenix is
just
over
to
there.
your right.
It's
You can
over there.
See it right there.
I like how Cherryo just missed his target.
Or we can just go straight for the Titan. That's fine too. The target is straight ahead. Yeah, you got it, Dardez. He's on.
No, he's back at the Phoenix. No, I'm just kidding. 10% on the Titan so far. BigManTingz cuts down Faeles. That's going to be game 2. Mousesports brings us to a game 3. Are you making fun of the way I say ball?
What? Did you say ball or bottle?
I said bottle, but I said ball.
Yeah, I was making fun of that. Yeah.
Well, that's not nice.
So Mousesports win game 2 and look pretty good doing it. Definitely a big turnaround from game 1. BigManTingz in particular looks infinitely better on the Discordia than the Cherryo. Who would have guessed? Dardez looked pretty good on the Jingwei as well.
Should we get Vinny out here?
No?
All right, well, the Jingwei certainly came through in the clutch. Great job from Mousesports to bring us to game number 3. Who's most valuable player? Vinny
always, but it might be FrostiaK in that game.
FrostiaK definitely looked really strong there. The Circuit was out of this world. Got some highlight reel plays as well. I think the return to the Mage Discordia was also a good look. BigManTingz bringing out the Discordia was nice.
Cherryo still played well. Nika had a much better game on the RDO this time around than the Sobek. That was a good team effort from Mouse that time.
That's it for game 2. Let's go to game 3.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Aggro. Great job, as always. Finch and Tully here on the desk. As Mouse able to grab a win, that means it's 1-1 going into game 3, rather, of set 3 to see if SK can find a victory.
It's important for them to find these wins if they want to get a little bit closer to the top 3 now, because after the earlier loss to SK Gaming, Mouse are no longer possible to get into the top 2, but still fighting for, number 3, 4 potentially down the road. And with plays like that out of FrostiaK, we could see some signs of life.
Certainly could. FrostiaK getting it done on their Circuit in that last game. A really big part of why they're able to win. I think he was able to set up a lot of things for BigManTingz in particular. I really like the damage that was coming out of the middle lane from this Discordia from him as well. Lot of control. Also, Cherryo seems to be coming into his own role as well.
Oh, yeah. Not the most player damage in the world, but he's just at the right place at the right time, having the mobility necessary. And speaking of control, you got to look at Nika, his ability to, tussle with the thick of them to cripple whoever is just within the vicinity.
And maybe Faeles not looking too hot, despite her hotness, I suppose, at this point, totally. We might have to see some other junglers try and come out instead for SK Game if they want to try and find the win. But it's BigManTingz that is selected by those of you out there in Mixer chat as your MVP, and I think that's a good call. He had a ton of damage here in this game, a lot of support as well, but he was finding his shots.
Oh, beautiful apple there from a distance, ducky, no life potential, and there's something that Discordia thrives off is her ability to just juke with the Trickster Spirit, being able to go into the cloud, being able to go in and out of the action and avoid a lot of the damage from the Pele that just is going to be in front of you.
That's right. You got to try and make sure you can get away from that Pele. But this is a good win for Mouse because I think it was pretty convincing. More so than what we saw in SK, right?